time we recruited him, and really, I've known him since then. And what I mean was that he was a guy that in high school when we recruited him, a lot of people around New York told him that he would never play here, that he wasn't good enough for the ACC. And what I quickly realized is that whenever you told Justin he couldn't do something, that made him want to prove people wrong and made him want to jump to a challenge. He was really cool to coach because he was incredibly competitive, naturally competitive. He had a natural instinct for the ball. And it was really awesome to watch him develop. When he got here in the summer prior to his freshman year, he was in the gym one day shooting, and he comes up to me and he says, "Coach, like my pinky," and his pinky, the tip of it was pointed inside. Oh. And I said, "Did that just happen?" He said, "No, I kind of played through it my whole senior year." So he had to have surgery because it wouldn't pop back in place. So he missed everything that summer. We went overseas and played. He got back right before then, and he played in the games over there. Then we came back when school started in the first week. We thought he tore his ACL. He had an injury in practice, and luckily it wasn't that, but he was out for about 6 to 8 weeks. And so he really did nothing prior to his freshman year as far as our skill development, physical stuff, body and things like that. And he had an outstanding freshman season. But that summer, prior to his sophomore year, he was healthy, so he really got a chance to work. And you saw his game blossom to where his second year, he was the second leading scorer in the ACC, I think by 1 or 2 percentage points. And then he led our league in rebounding. You saw him develop where he could shoot threes, he could put it on the floor a little bit more. And so I just wish that we would have had a little bit more around him where he could have won. Because I think he would have, we certainly appreciate him, but I think he would have been appreciated a little bit more if we were able to win and he was able to help that. And it's the one thing that he regrets. We talk all the time, and, he says that he wishes he would have stayed one more year. And so do I. But it's been really cool to be a part of his life and to watch how he's continued to work and persevere, which led to him signing a 4-year contract the other day. So really proud of him. Before we
talk to Justin, I want to ask you about February 27th, 1997, Cameron Indoor Stadium, 16th ranked Maryland's in town. Dick Vitale's doing the game.
Yeah.
It is your senior night. What sticks out about that day?
Yeah, well, I was so focused that I really didn't care about the senior ceremony. We did our stuff before the game, and it was, you just walked out. Like, they introduced each senior. I was the last. It was 3 of us. We had been through a lot during our 4 years. And they just, it was funny. We were watching a little bit of it in the back. We were watching NC State's, and I said to my brother, like, they didn't give us anything. Like, we didn't get a jersey. We didn't get anything. I had to frame my own jersey. They just, you just walked out and you waved to the fans. I probably was the shortest. Like, I walked out and I waved. I had a little bit difficult time my senior year at Duke. I got booed in Cameron by the Cameron Crazies. So my relationship with them was a little bit different. But I was so focused because if we beat Maryland, we won the ACC regular season. And for me, we won the regular season my freshman year. My sophomore year, we finished in last place. It was the year Coach K went out in January. My junior year, we finished 8-8. And it was really important for me to leave that place how I found it and going back in that direction. And so I was so focused on that I didn't really care about any of the other stuff that was going on. Like, we had to beat Maryland. If we beat Maryland, we won the ACC. And so that's all I was focused on. Now, the one thing I do remember, it's the only senior night that I didn't cry. I cried my freshman year for the seniors. My sophomore year I did my junior year, and it's the only one where I wasn't emotional. So I don't know if that's weird.
How about your daughters?
I wasn't emotional. I mean, it was cool. I was really happy for her. I was emotional when they lost this game at the end because I saw her be emotional. I was really happy that she was emotional because it means you really care. But when they lost the Whitfield championship, I felt for her.
YouTube is sometimes a really nice thing. And I happened to go back and I could see that game.
Oh, really?
And at the end of the game, there was a foul. So Coach K was able to substitute guys out. And you made a beeline and gave him a big bear hug.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it's like 4 years of emotions like wrapped into one embrace.
Yeah, it was maybe one of the only times he said something positive to me, too. I was the guy as the point guard. Every time we lost, it was my fault. I was the guy that, for 4 years, it was, I was the guy my freshman year that was calling home to my mom and telling her that I wanted to transfer because I didn't think I could play for this guy. He was always yelling at me, I can't do anything right. I don't have any confidence. And stupid 18, 19-year-old not realizing my mom is just telling my dad everything. And so this is a funny story. It's a true story, very true story. We didn't lose our first game my freshman year until the end of January. And my dad was the head coach at North Carolina A&T at the time, so it was 45 minutes away. My dad had a day off, and so he came down and he took me to lunch. And we're talking, and it's at the end of lunch, and the bill has come. And my dad says to me, hey, when we leave, let's just go back to your dorm and pack some of your stuff up. And I'll take some of your stuff, and I'll go and take it back. I'm like, yo, man, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, I mean, you're calling your mom all the time talking about you're going to transfer, like you're not happy, so we might as well get ahead of it now. And I'm like, nah, Dad, like you don't understand, man. Like this dude, he just yells at me all the time. I don't feel like I can do anything right or whatever. And he says, let me ask you a question. Where are you guys ranked in the country? I was like, number 1. He was like, what's your record? We were something to know. I was like, and he was like, are you starting? I said, yeah. I said, how many minutes you playing? I said, about 30 minutes a game. He was like, yeah, man, let's go on and pack your stuff up. Let's go ahead and go. And I said, no, you just don't understand, man. Like, I can't do anything right. I feel like all he does is yell at me, and I can't do anything. And he said, so let me get this straight. You're a freshman starter on the number 1 team in the country playing 30 minutes a game. And I said, yeah. He said, why don't you do this? Why don't you stop calling home, complaining to your mother, shut the F up, and just go play? And he got up and left. I thought he went to the bathroom. And I'm waiting there 5 minutes, and I go and I look. He's gone. And this is 94, so there's no cell phones. And at Duke, we weren't allowed to have cars as freshmen. So I got to pay the bill. I got to go
before NIL.
Before NIL. I got to go to a payphone and call and get a ride because there's no Uber or anything.
Wow.
And so that's what I thought of in that moment, like when I hugged Coach, because it was a culmination of all of that, like the relationship becoming from a freshman, feeling that way, sophomore, my junior year. Like I was the guy that kind of got blamed, for the program slipping because I was looked at as one of the better players. So and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for my experience as a player. I didn't have all roses like a lot of guys that go there. We had real world stuff. I had to deal with hard stuff. My junior year, I led the league in minutes played. My freshman year, the second game I played, Coach benched me after the first game. My second game, I played 11 minutes. I don't think I played 11 minutes ever in my career. I think even as a freshman, I started the 4th game. Even before that, I don't think I did. And so I was so grateful. That hug was a culmination of everything that our relationship had gone through, everything that I had gone through. And it was just like we did it. Me and this group, we were not the most talented team in our league. We were actually really small. Our starting lineup was Steve Wojciechowski, who was 5'10", Trajan Langdon, who was 6'4", me at 6'4", Chris Carrawell was a freshman at 6'6", and Rashawn McLeod at 6'8". But we defended, we played hard, and we could shoot. And we beat Carolina with Vince Carter and Antoine Jameson. We beat Wake Forest with Tim Duncan and those guys.
Maryland had Booth.
Maryland had Keith Booth and a bunch of guys. And we figured out a way to do it, and we had been through a lot. Me and my seniors and the juniors. Wojo was a junior. We had been through a lot, and it really meant a lot for me to leave it kind of how I found it. So.
All right, as we continue, another guy who's had to deal with adversity, Justin Champagnie. He's coming off 17 points in a win over Utah. He's going to join us next on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Find sweet success with Sarah's Candies fundraising. We've been helping groups like yours raise money for over 60 years and offer a variety of flexible programs to find a fundraising solution that works for everyone. Maximize your profits with our holiday brochure sale. Fundraise 100% online with our online ordering program, or earn up to 70% profit by selling chocolate bars and pretzel rods year-round. Fundraising with Sarah's Candies is easy and profitable. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other ingredient, Pitt fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family brands are game day go-tos. Plus, like the Panthers pile up points on the court, you can score perks and earn free gas and groceries with My Perks. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
And welcome back to the GBU Life Campus View Club. Jeff Hathorn with Jeff Capel, Panthers head coach. And Joel, we good? We believe we have Justin Champagnie on the line. Justin, you with us? All right, not yet. His journey is is unique just because he's had the perseverance. Maybe he's with us. Justin, you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hey.
Shucks.
What's up, my guys?
Hey, congratulations. Last game, 4 of 7 from 3 for 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a win over Utah. Talk about that performance and how much more comfortable you're feeling playing with this group.
No, it was definitely cool to get out there and just kind of feel free to play and play my game and just be confident out there. I'm feeling good. I'm happy, super happy and excited. And I'm just happy to have the opportunity to play and be a part of it.
Justin, how did this new contract come about? And then what is that feeling? Is there like a weight off your shoulder just to kind of have that part of it behind you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coming into this year, my goal was to get a contract, this was my first one in the league, and I just wanted to put it all together this year, so my agent was speaking to the team, and they kind of came to an agreement, and then when it was all said and done, that night, it was like, kind of like finally, I did it, in a sense. Obviously, the work is not done, but it just kind of like makes us so crazy to say, like, yeah, I did it,
Justin, you fought through so much and battling through the G League and ups and downs and with different teams. What kept you committed that you were going to be an NBA player?
I kind of got this like undying belief in myself where I'm like, no matter what anybody tells you, I can do it. I always coach, that's what I want to do.
Funny story, when Justin was contemplating, whether he was going to turn pro or not. And Just, I don't think I've ever told you this. So his mom called me and she was just like, I'm so scared. What do you think? And I said, Chris, I don't think he's ready. I don't, and I'm not sure he will get drafted. These agents are going to tell him he's going to, but I don't know. I don't think, and I don't think he's ready. And she said, Coach, I don't think so either, but please don't tell him that. Because if you tell him, he's definitely going to leave. And I was like, I know.
You always been like that, Justin? If all someone has to do is tell you can't do it and you're going to go try it, go do it?
100%.
That could get you in trouble, though, too.
Nah, you guys are kind of smart with it, I learned those lessons. Coach knows that.
Yes. Justin was one of the ones, so I think you've heard me say this year and last year. So I would say to guys sometimes, like, look, I've coached a guy that led the country in rebounding. Like, I'm not sure we have anyone on this team that can get, 10, 11, 12 rebounds a game. Like, it would be great if we did or whatever. And I knew by me telling him that he would do it. And he did it. And so he was one of those guys. Again, you get to know these guys and figure, like, what makes them tick. And that was the thing I knew with him, that, like, if you told him, like, man, I don't know if you can guard this guy. Then you get him. Then you would get Justin to play some defense.
I love that laugh. And by that laugh, I'm judging that you are not disputing anything that's just been said, Justin.
No, everything is fact.
How would you describe your relationship, because you guys didn't play together, your relationship with Bub Carrington?
Oh, that's my boy. I always come back to school and I always kind of like mingle with the guys, and we go get food and stuff like that. Try to always bring back that culture and stuff like that, And I met Bub when I think before he committed, I think he was on a visit or something like that, when I was up there, something like that. Yep. And we were playing one in the gym at night. And I hope he's not going to lie to you guys ever ask him, but I will them flat out.
He will lie. He will lie if you ask him.
But no, I just think that we've been building a bond from going back from when he was in school, seeing what he did coming in as a freshman, being one of those guys. It kind of just brought back memories, like in my college career and stuff like that. But that's my guy. I'm super happy for him, super proud of him. He's doing well, doing great, and I'm really excited to see where he goes with it, because he's one of the ones for sure.
We're joined by Justin Champagnie, former Panther, of course, and member of the Washington Wizards with Bub Carrington. Hey, what is something that you and Bub have a common ground about or joke about something that happened at Pitt?
Oh man, I don't know if I can say that. We always, one thing that we always say is that, because Keyshawn went to Miami, but we always say that we know what Miami if we was to ever play them. Like, they can get their best five, and we can get our best five, and it's not even close.
What is the one thing that Coach has taught you that rings in the back of your head constantly?
Head down, chin up. it's a shame that he instilled in me. He told the team, I don't know. I kind of took a strong take to it. It just meant something to me from the day I heard it. You know, kind of just keep my chin up at all times, and keep my head down, and just do what I'm supposed to do, and get to where I'm supposed to get to, no matter what's going on. So that's something that stuck with me. Always with me.
I'm assuming that's going by you, not for you.
Say what?
No, I'm just joking. Hey, I want to ask, does it ever get normal to step on the court and see LeBron or Steph or Durant on the other side?
No, I don't think I mean, eventually you kind of, the jitters go away, but it's never normal. Because I grew up watching these guys play, so it's like, wow, I'm actually here, I get it. But I think it kind of ups the edge. And I don't know, Coach knows how I get. I go like that, I'm like, yeah, I want to care. I don't know what it is. So it's fun to be out there, this kind of play, experiences while life.
Heck, there's a lot of guys who watch LeBron play.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean,
he's 40 years old.
Been around for a minute. Hey, a month ago, Justin, you had 11 points at a game in Brooklyn. What does it mean for you to be able to be an NBA player playing in Brooklyn?
Oh, no, man. That means the most to me. Growing up in Brooklyn, whole life there, and being able to go back and play, 10 minutes from my house, is a blessing. All my friends get to play, all the people I grew up with, kind of just be like, inspiration to the young ones growing up. My little brother, all his friends always come to the game, so it's definitely a dope and cool experience.
I want to ask you this too, because I know you've got to get going. What would you say Jeff Capel has meant to your life?
Coming out of high school, I had a few offers, and I had a couple of people looking at me, and when I went on my visit to Pittsburgh, Case had to be one of the most honest and real people I've met in my entire life to date. And he never shortcutted me. He never, never made me cut corners or anything like that. He always made me work for what I wanted. And he told me when I came there, he said, I can't guarantee you nothing, but if you want it, it's there. And from there, it was just like I look at him as family, like an uncle to me. Somebody that I can look up to, somebody that is an inspiration, And he instilled some principles in me that I didn't understand when I was in college, and I carried on and did it. And he just made a lot of him, his family, and JC, everybody. And I love him, and that'll never change.
That's cool.
Appreciate that, man.
That's really cool. Well, hey.
Love you too, boy.
Congratulations on the contract, on your recent play. Best of luck. I know you guys are going to turn it around in Washington, and thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Keep going.
Justin Champagnie. When we come back, we're going to talk about one of the toughest players on the court, the toughest player on the court, any court, any time. I don't care who the opponents are. Ishmael Leggett. We're going to discuss his time here at the University of Pittsburgh on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
GBU Life is teaming with the American Heart Association throughout the month of February to help get the word out about women's heart health through the Go Red for Women campaign. This month, they're offering ways to learn more about the importance of staying in shape, identifying cardiac warning signs, and securing the financial future of those you love most with life insurance from GBU Life. Visit gbu.org/heart to learn more. GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life Pittsburgh, PA. Life insurance is underwritten by GBU Financial Life. Products may vary from state and are subject to approval and availability.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone. Whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pitt and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
Whether it's on the court, field, or pitch, the Panthers can handle anything thrown their way. It just goes to show that being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. That's why PNC is proud to support University of Pittsburgh athletics and their dedication to smart, tested tactics. Because just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there's a lot on the line, and having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865, member FDIC.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
ACC Sixth Man of the Year, 16 points this year, 45% field goals, 5.8 rebounds, leading the team, 2.6 assists. Both the rebounds and assists are career highs, and 1.8 steals this season. What do you remember about first seeing Ish Leggett play?
I first saw him play on film when we were, combing through the portal and trying to figure out, who would be a good fit for us. And my first initial thoughts, because I looked at stats first, and I knew we wanted shooting, like we needed to improve in that area or continue to get better. We had a year where we had shot the ball really well with Greg, Elliott, and Nike, and Jamarius and Nelly Cummings and those guys, and obviously Blake. And we were losing all those guards. And so we wanted to get an older guard, proven. But I was a little bit concerned when I saw the shooting percentages. And then I watched his film, and he was on a team that wasn't very good. And so that's why the percentages were what they were, because he was the main guy they focused in. He got a lot of, we call them grenade shots, where it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got the ball and you got to put something up. But I loved how he competed, and I loved how he defended and rebounded well for a guard. One of our assistants, Milan Brown, had seen him in high school several times, and he was a guy that I think a lot of high majors recruited and looked at, but maybe thought that there was maybe one thing missing. And so that was my initial thought when I saw him.
How would you explain his season? Like, I look at the Miami game. This is one of my favorite stat lines of the year: 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Like, there's hardly a stat line where you don't see him in it.
And he's done it for both years. I mean, he's a really, really cool kid. I mean, it's been my honor to get to coach him, but more importantly, to get to know him, and to be a part of his journey. His journey is really unique, and it's a lot of stuff, and he's overcome a lot. And for him to be so positive with all of the pain that he's experienced and had to endure, that's a testament to his parents, to his mom, to his community, and the people that wrapped their arms around him and helped him when he was younger. And it's also a testament, man, to his spirit. Like, he's a really cool kid. He competes. He he wants to win. Obviously what we're going through since January is killing him, just like it is me and us. And, but he's been really fun to coach, and it's been even better getting to know him.
Yeah, I think one of the things that me as a reporter sitting in there in a news conference, it's like somebody will come up after the game, and Ish could stand in front of the logo after a tough game and represent the university how you would want to represent the university represented.
Yeah, and that's him. I mean, we've had talks, and he just says, like, Coach, I can't and I won't allow negative energy into my life. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. And I get it. I understand it. I actually have a lot of respect for it. And he's everything that you would want. If you have a son, you'd want him to be like a young, I have a young son. I would love for him to be like Ish. I would say I would like my daughters to, but I don't want my daughters dating anybody. But a guy like that, I would like for them to be, because he's the goods, man. He really is.
Zach Austin has provided some of the most acrobatic shots and some of the most dynamic shots, not just shots, but block shots that we've seen. Let's talk about Zach as we continue, as Senior Day is 2 days away, here on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt.
Hey, Pitt fans. Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
Whether it's on the court, field, or pitch, the Panthers can handle anything thrown their way. It just goes to show that being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. That's why PNC is proud to support University of Pittsburgh athletics and their dedication to smart, tested tactics. Because just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there's a lot on the line, and having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865, member FDIC.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pete and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
We believe healthcare should treat the whole person and the whole community. At UPMC, we aim to do just that by partnering with organizations that help bring fresh and healthy food to the people who need it most. Because life-changing is caring for you before you ever walk in our doors. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
Zach Austin is 5 points and 1 rebound from 1,400 points and 700 rebounds.
Wow.
To go with 229 block shots in his career.
That's impressive. I didn't know that.
Numbers.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's really impressive. Really impressive.
I mean, beyond the athleticism, and obviously athleticism is a big part of it, what is it to you that sticks out about his game?
Well, he's Zach is unique in the standpoint, again, like Ish, went through a lot when he was younger, growing up, lost his mom at an early age, was basically, raised by his older sister once their mom passed away, and his grandmother. Didn't start playing basketball until later in life, like 14. Like that's when he started, like playing, organized basketball. When we recruited him out of High Point, we saw a guy that obviously the athleticism, but I think in his 2 years that he played there, I think Zach made like 123s. And obviously shooting is something that we try to look for now. And we thought with his athleticism that he would be able to make the jump coming up to this level. And it was a few levels up from High Point. When he got here, we obviously saw the talent, and you saw moments his first year with us. The thing that Zach had to learn how to do is to be more disciplined in every area. Part of Zach's issue was that he is talented and he has this athleticism, so some of the stuff comes easy to him. And when he's been at his best, and he's been better this year, is being more disciplined in his approach, his work, his habits, in doing all those things. He had a lot of bad habits because he could get away with it at that level. And my challenge to him after last season in the summer was to become a good player, not just a sometimes good player. He was his first year with us. He was a sometime good player. Like he played well sometimes, but a lot of times he'd float. That's not as much. It's still there at times, and it's frustrating. But he's been better with that. I think he has a really bright future beyond here because of his ability to defend multiple positions, his athleticism, and he can make a shot. So it's been really cool to get to know him. He's another guy that's, seems to always be in a good mood, wants to have fun. He's the jokester on the team, and just an all-around really good guy.
I remember I was lucky enough to do the game at Ohio State that he hit the three, and where you broadcast at Ohio State is kind of like at this level here that we're at the Campus View Club. And after the game, he climbed up all the steps, and we were talking to him. And as we were getting towards the end, tears just started coming down because and after he got done, Curtis Aiken kind of nudged me and just said, it's like, that's the type of kid you can win with because it matters to him. He cares.
Yeah. It's the first game winner that he ever hit.
Yep.
And just the emotion of it and the emotion of the comeback. And, for him in that moment, the year prior, I'm not sure Zach would have even taken that shot. And the fact in that moment, it was such a big moment for us. It seems like forever ago now, but, number one, for Jalen to make the pass, because normally in that situation, he would just try to go and make a play where the play was to hit Zach, and for Zach to step in to that shot and to not hesitate 1 second. It was a really cool moment, and to see the emotion from him after the game in the locker room as well.
There are a couple of other seniors that are going to be here for the last time, at least as a player at the University of Pittsburgh. We'll discuss that. And also what senior day is like in the portal era as we continue on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip hop could be hop hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Hey, Pitt fans. Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
Jeff, there's a quarterback visiting the Steelers today in a pre-draft visit, and he had 3 consecutive years where he broke a bone in each year that shortened his season. I feel like in an odd way, like Dame has done that in 1 year.
It is
with you guys.
It has been horrible. I mean, before he got hurt the first time, I thought we were a really good team. And he was a huge reason why. He was our second leading scorer, second in assists, led us in three-point field goal percentage, three-point field goals made, and he was arguably our best perimeter defender. But more importantly, he was an older guy, a veteran that had been through it and proven. And it was a huge – I knew it was a big blow then. I didn't realize how big it was. The other thing it did was that it allowed me to rest Jalen, to rest Ish. It could take Jalen off the ball, and because Dame could handle. He was our backup point guard, or at times he was our point guard. When he came back, first and foremost, I commend him for coming back and wanting to come back, because a lot of people at that time, there are guys that are in college right now that have shut it down with that injury, but he really wanted to come back. When he came back, he wasn't himself because it's his thumb on his right hand. That's his shooting hand. So you watch the games from the Duke game. Well, he really couldn't dribble. He would lose the ball, and, he was constantly doing this, and he had this brace on, and so he never felt comfortable. And the thing that stinks is that when we played at Carolina, you started to see the old Dame again before he got hurt. So we put the ball in his hands, and he was playing really, really well. And then another freak injury. He falls and fractures his elbow. I had never even heard of that. And so it stinks. And I hate it. I hate it for him more than anything, because he so desperately wanted to show that he could play at this level. And he did show it, but be a high level player. And he did it in the times when he was healthy. You saw it against West Virginia. You saw it in those games, prior to him getting hurt in the first 45 seconds against Wisconsin.
Many, unless you went to Montour or a Montour fan, may not know Vason Stevenson. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago. What's the value of having somebody selfless like that as part of this group?
You know, Vase is really cool. Like it's been really cool to watch his journey because, again, it's a 4-year thing as opposed to 1 with Dame, 2 with Ish. And so Vason came in here as a freshman, walk-on, that was scared to death. Like, didn't say anything, didn't talk, you know, seemed like he had no personality, just kind of like he was there, but he wasn't there. Like, it was just, you saw it. And then to see him get more comfortable, you know, throughout, now to see him become a leader on the team, a guy that everyone respects. And, you know, he plays really hard in practice. He's a good athlete, so he can defend. He can drive the basketball. You know, he understands. He's been here for 4 years, so he's seen some different things, different teams. And so he understands how it's supposed to look when it's right, and when it's not right, how it's supposed, you know, how it doesn't look right. And, you know, he'll come up to me in practice sometimes and like, coach, like, this isn't right, or this isn't, and, you know, our energy isn't right and stuff. And now he's a guy that's, you know, stepping up and starting to try to change the energy when he doesn't feel that it's right. So it's been really cool to watch him and to watch his personality develop. And that's the cool part. And it's unfortunate you don't see it as much anymore, of watching a kid grow up. You know, the portal has taken away, because it's so easy to transfer now. It's so different, because you could get a guy as a freshman and you could watch him, you know, for 4 years and see the difference in the maturity and how they grow up as a senior. You know, you maybe will have that with walk-ons going forward, although after this season there won't be any more walk-ons. Everything's changing. So it's been really cool to watch him, to watch his journey.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll continue with more here of Jeff Capel Show. Panthers senior night, 6 o'clock against Boston College Saturday on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
GBU Life is teaming with the American Heart Association throughout the month of February to help get the word out about women's heart health through the Go Red for Women campaign. This month, they're offering ways to learn more about the importance of staying in shape, identifying cardiac warning signs, and securing the financial future of those you love most with life insurance from GBU Life. Visit gbu.org/heart to learn more. GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life Pittsburgh, PA. Life insurance is underwritten by GBU Financial Life. Products may vary from state and are subject to approval and availability.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy, and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
Find sweet success with Sarah's Candies fundraising. We've been helping groups like yours raise money for over 60 years and offer a variety of flexible programs to find a fundraising solution that works for everyone. Maximize your profits with our holiday brochure sale. Fundraise 100% online with our online ordering program, or earn up to 70% profit by selling chocolate bars and pretzel rods year-round. Fundraising with Sarah's Candies is easy and profitable. Visit sarahscandiesfundraising.com or call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other ingredient, Pitt fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family brands are game day go-tos. Plus, like the Panthers pile up points on the court, you can score perks and earn free gas and groceries with My Perks. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
Third in scoring, ninth in rebounding, fifth in field goal percentage, eighth in assists, eighth in free throw percentage, seventh in steals, and ninth in blocks in the ACC. We're talking about Cooper Flagg. Dude's eight. I mean, how unique is this for an 18-year-old to have this type of numbers?
You know, after we played them, I told John towards the end of the game, like, I think he's the guy that has single-handedly changed their program and changed their team because of his competitiveness. He's really unique from that standpoint in that he is ultra competitive. You don't find that as much anymore, and certainly not in a young kid that's 18 years old. And I think that's the thing for me that makes him so unique and why he's able to touch a team and to touch all those stats.
Because Reynaud's a really good player, and probably most other years, guy who's basically leading in points and rebounds is going to win Player of the Year.
Yeah, but Flagg should win it. I think he should win it. I think it should be unanimous because he's also on the best team. He's doing that on the best team as well, and so he's had an unbelievable season.
Boston College is here. The final game at the Pitt this season. What to expect? Saturday at 6 next on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Hey Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt. High-scoring offense and lockdown defense are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other ingredient, Pitt fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family brands are game day go-tos. Plus, like the Panthers pile up points on the court, you can score perks and earn free gas and groceries with My Perks. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pitt and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
We had a really good question from here. Why is it that there are no more walk-ons?
Well, they've changed it. So right now, currently, you have 13 scholarships. And then you can have, however many walk-ons. Some schools say you can only have, 3 walk-ons, whatever it is, because of Title IX. After this season, they're changing it. It's not going to be 13 scholarships anymore. It's going to be 15 roster spots, period. You can have 15 scholarship players. You can have 10 scholarship players and 5 non-scholarship players, but it's only going to be 15 roster spots. So we're basically going to professional sports. We can pay these dudes now. Roster spots, just like it is in the NFL, is 53 and the NBA is 15. So that's what it's going to be. So each school can determine how they want to use those roster spots.
All right, unfair question in 15 seconds. BC's lost. They lost 3 games in overtime. Hand's a good player. They have some good players.
They have good players. They have a really good guard in Donald Hand, who his dad was a really good player at Virginia, and a really good inside player in Venning, and surround those guys with physical, talented guards.
Well, it's always emotional. Our thanks to you, Jeff, all season, to Justin Champagnie, to Matt Plizga, to T-Bird, to Joel Nelson. This is the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.